Back to Scarlet Witch, this time guest starring her sister Polaris. This comic starts off with Wanda and Darcy walking down New York streets, holding coffee, as they banter over money matters. They end up entering the shop to see Polaris waiting for her sister. Wanda is excited to see her, with them hugging. Wanda had called Polaris for help to examine the necklace that Wanda got from that woman in issue 1, and that apparently it's somehow polaric. But Polaris can't figure it out all on her own. The three women end up having some banter when a noise comes from the magic door, and then it opens, but no one's behind it. But Darcy points out maybe there was someone. Not to forget, Invisible Woman exists, Doctor Strange goes into astral projection form all the time, which Wanda checks and sees she's right, someone is here. So Polaris and Wanda teleport to the astral world to find a woman confused as to how she's alive. She seems to be some sort of alien. Her name is Marja. Marja? I'm not pronouncing that right, am I? She's from a micro dimension, kind of like the quantum realm. From a city of people that were attacked by Nylons? I'm not pronouncing that right either. There was a folklore about this sword that was strong enough to defeat them, and Marja is one of the last of her people after the others didn't make it. She tried to find this sword and did almost get to it, so she could save her city, which is called Trifan and Trifa. The reason why I say that is because I'm not entirely sure what it is called. Because in this issue, it's actually called both Trifan and Trifa at different times. I'm pretty sure one is likely a typo, probably Trifa, because it's only used one time in this entire comic, while Trifan is used multiple times. Anyways, she gets attacked by the Nylons when she goes to find the sword, which is how she ended up being teleported through the door. Wanda promises that she will help find the sword. The three women go on a journey into the microverse, looking for whatever sword this is. They face many monsters while there, with Wanda narrating about how, alone in the suicide mission, they would likely not make it out. But together, they're stronger. And then they end up finding a temple, which is a 2-minute. As we see Marja starting to whimper, feeling anxiety over everything. The sisters use their magic to take out the sword. To show that the folklore is true, Marja holds the sword, feeling proud, and the three arrive to Trifan, the city Marge comes from. And yes, I'm sticking with Trifan. And they fight the Nylons, saving the people. And when the fight's over, the mourn is pretty big, because they did lose a lot of people. But Wanda says a hero is born in Marja. Afterwards, the city celebrates their freedom, and despite knowing more fighting is coming in their future, they're still happy to be free. The two sisters return to the real world and to Krakoa to have a coffee, and a heart-to-heart about how they feel like they weren't always super close, but they respect one another, and both want to keep doing better than who they used to be, as both of them used to be villains. Wanda returns home to find her shop on fire, with a woman walking out demanding Darcy will finally be judged, and that nobody will get into her way, not even the Scarlet Witch. This issue, in my opinion, was very good. I like seeing the examination between Polaris and Scarlet Witch's relationship. As when it comes into Maximoff family, their family history, and even just Scarlet Witch's history of Vision and her, smaller family that is an extension to the Maximoff family, has been very muddy the past few years. So it's nice to see that Wanda in the series is kind of not moving past it, but she's embracing the fact that she was once a villain and is moving forward, trying to be a better person. Like last issue, she helped out Viv, who she had a mother-daughter type link with. And she also has clear respect for her ex-husband, Vision. In the first issue, we saw Quicksilver, her brother, and we saw that the two of them are on good terms. We also saw last issue Storm telling Wanda about her father passing. It feels like they're finally flushing out this whole Maximoff family issues that they've been having the past couple years. I don't know, I really like it, because I like the Maximoff family. Even, yes, I know some of them are villains. I like it when they're on better terms with one another, because I feel really bad when the characters are ripped apart. And the entire family is very much a family that is always ripped apart when it comes down to, big story events. House of M. That whole retcon that Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch they weren't Magneto's children anymore. I almost said siblings. They were never his siblings. But that whole retcon, I think, really affected the characters in the comics and fans of those characters. But now they seem to be, not ignoring it, but they're trying to acknowledge it happened, but move past it. Same with the whole Wanda killing Vision and the whole Avengers Disbanded comic. They're acknowledging it happened, but they're moving past it. They're not dwelling on it. As most writers like to either dwell on the past stories with its characters, or they like to completely ignore that they ever happened. So it's nice to see that it's being drawn out, but not drawn out to the point where you're just like, oh my god, get over it already. Instead, it's being presented as actual character growth. And that's it. Like always, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.